Hi, it's Matthew Dixon of mindaid.ca. One of the symptoms I had with schizophrenia when I was first diagnosed when I was 22, it felt like there was nobody there. It felt like people were, the way I described it back then, people felt like moving statues, that people weren't even real. And it terrified me. I hated that feeling. I felt so alone. It didn't matter if I was surrounded by friends and family. It felt like I was totally alone. I could see people. I could see them moving. They didn't appear any different to me. I could, if you wanted me to, I could have painted you a picture of their face or, and gotten all the details right. It wasn't like I was seeing things that weren't accurate. Everyone looked the same. It just felt like nobody was there. And it did register in me a little bit that people were there, because if somebody left the room, it got even worse. Or even if I just turned my back and I couldn't see them behind me, or if someone started walking behind me, it got worse, a little bit worse. It was terrifying. I wanted to actually see people, have them in my sight. And slowly, over the years, that slowly went away. And it took about 27 years for that to totally go away. Every week I noticed an improvement. Every single week over 27 years. Now I can be by myself hiking in the woods and I'm fine. It took me that long to to feel okay being by myself, and also that when I'm with people, it really feels like they're there. They're totally there. It took a long time to get there. Now, for people going through this, if you're scared that might take you that long, I want to tell you one thing. It's worse in the early stages of the disease, but it gets better, and having that get better allows you to keep going for further than you thought. It wasn't Things get better. And I don't want you to think I'm going to feel this way right now in the early stages of it for 27 years, because it'll gradually lessen. If you're like me, and I don't know if this is common in other people with schizophrenia, I'm guessing a sense of aloneness is pretty common in probably many types of mental illness, but I'm not sure. That's the way I describe it. That was my experience of it. I don't know if that's of any help to anybody, but hopefully that might be able to help somebody realize that you're not alone, and that it can get better, and that there's hope for you. You always have to cling to hope, because you never know. You never know what's going to happen. There's always hope. There's hope beyond hope. Even when you think you can't go any further, you can. It's just a matter of fact. People can go further than they thought. Navy SEALs are taught that. Navy SEALs in their training want to give up, but then they're taught that you are capable of 20 times more than you think you are. 20 times. And they say that's not a scientific number, but it gets across the point. You think you're done? You're not. You can keep going.